Hi everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Welcome to your daily Sun Sign Love Connection readings. Today we are on the beautiful fire element of Leo for the featured sign. And then right in front of you, as always, in true form, I will be picking the spiritly guided love connection. Now, this is a love connection of all different types. You know, obviously love, committed relationships, marriages, definitely friends, family, work associates, you know, people that really make a big difference in your life and you feel this amazing connection or resonance with. So let's see what that is for you today, Leo. And may I just say that you are, you're one of the brightest, most fired up, ambitious, spirited, passionate signs that we have as a fire sign. And I'm going for it. You have the beautiful polar opposite highlighted connection today of Aquarius. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, harmonious energy for you. You know, the fire and the air always seem to really gravitate towards each other. You know, you have a lot that you can work with and you can relate to, and you also have your differences, which kind of adds that spark and that kind of, you know, magnetic attraction to each other as well because of the differences, you know, opposites attract sort of thing. But I do want to say that, you know, we do have Mars in your sign right now, Leo. So in addition to the fact that you're ruled by the sun, the most powerfully bright star planet in our entire galaxy, this has motivated you from day one and giving you that courage and that strength and that, you know, just incredible persistence because you are a fixed sign, and just, you know, just leadership comes to mind, of course, and just magnetic energy, you know, this generosity, this absolute heart caring portion that you provide with your relationships of all kinds and with yourself. You know, you have this definite pride, you know, that of the lion, the king of the forest, beating your chest kind of thing. You want to be heard and recognized. So I absolutely, because I was telling my other viewers from the other readings, we are on the mid-month readings right now. Today is beautiful June 20th. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And it is summer solstice. So it's just a lot of incredible energy. And summer is really something I think all of us do to a certain extent, some more than others, but you, Leo, you really thrive during summer, and that sun comes out more and it gives you more light and more vitality and energy and all the things, creativity comes to the forefront. And that's exciting. And I think you've been feeling that kind of, you know, just in slow but positive ways with the energies that came through. Certainly the most recent two eclipses, which were in Sagittarius, your fellow, you know, fire sign, on May 26th. Full moon lunar eclipse, and then the most recent Gemini solar eclipse, the new moon on June 10th. It's all about expression and communicating and socializing and getting out and being around people and being heard and learning and educating yourself and, you know, leveling up, as they say. This is the kind of energy to start new things, start those beginnings you've been thinking about that we've been held back on, certainly last year. Motivation, moving forward. So I have been just using my intuition when I come in to pick the tarot, because usually I do a tarot and oracle for the beginning of the month and then I change them for the mid-months, but I'm keeping my oracles for the mid-month that I changed. I am changing the tarot every single day for each featured sign because it just has come to me, and this is of course the movie tarot that had to be used for you, Leo, because you're a star. You are a star and you are a performer and you are an incredibly talented, gifted, beautiful sign. And, you know, people just really, they look up to you. You have like glow about you. And you also have a beautiful, usually mane of hair, if you will, as that does of the lion. And so, yes, you are the star. This beautiful deck is about all the iconic movie stars and the movies that they were in that really reached us and touched us and somehow changed our lives, you know, whether it was just in our imagination or really in real life form, you know. And that's what I love about using the imagination and imagining yourself in ways that are just phenomenal, and then they become true. It's just, art does repeat life, right? Or art is, I forget that saying. But that's what's happening for you right now. You're coming out, you're emerging again, you know, you were feeling very stifled in a lot of ways with this, the whole thing that occurred last year. And that's all changing, and it's everything's opening up, and so are you. And you're excited and you're happy. And Aquarius is, oh my gosh, Aquarius is the air element, right? And even though we started the whole year with Jupiter and Aquarius and Saturn, both completely opposite energies, right? Jupiter, freedom, expansive, luck, opportunities, you know, magical things that happen when it's in your sign, which happens to every single sign once every 12 years. What you do with those opportunities, what you do with that you know, that energy that's there for you to utilize and to expand yourself and to motivate like no other time, pretty much. It's a major blessing here. Can continue to affect you the next 12 years until it then comes back again. So you really want to be aware of that. But when you're around people that have Jupiter in their sign that year, it's kind of rubs off, you know, like osmosis. It's just, it's a good energy, a positive energy, and it's beautiful. And the two of you can be working on opportunities and new ideas and entrepreneurial things, which is what, you know, I mean, Aquarians love that independence, and they love starting these great corporations, and they work with the world. You know, it's all about saving the world, you know, no small potatoes, but the globe. Having everybody be fair and just and all things equal as much as possible. Inventing things, technology, ruled by Uranus, Aquarius. So there's new stuff coming down the pike as we speak. It's going to help all of us. It's going to be very innovative so that you can improve in ways you never thought as well, Leo. And that's what you're about. You want to continue to do that. And you don't shy away from new beginnings as a fixed sign, which is, you know, usually a little slower to take on a change. And yeah, a change isn't great for you, but you also kind of get stuck in your own ideals and perspectives. Well, this is changing for you, especially being in the energy of Aquarius, which I was saying, Jupiter's been in Aquarius since the beginning of the year, actually last December. And it then went into Pisces. I think it was May 13th. It'll remain in Pisces through July 28th. And right now, Jupiter today stations retrograde. Okay, so for another 4 months, like it does every year, Jupiter will be going backward. The energy kind of goes more internally that way. So wherever Jupiter is in your particular chart, which you can look up for free, is going to have that emphasis. It's going to be very much focusing on what is going to improve with you inside, you know, and then when it's inside and it's coming out, it's going to really benefit you and everyone else around you. And that's just how it works. When you see your world outside and you question things, the best thing to do is to look inside to see what's going on there, because that's how it's all really happening. Everything is a reflection of us, right? People mirror us and what our feelings are. And so it's a really interesting understanding about that, because you think, well, why are people all doing this? Well, because everyone you meet, apparently you're giving this impression or you're giving this energy, and so we can change everything. And so you're on that mode right now. You're really feeling extremely inspired and wanting to do so. And like I said, this Aquarian energy is just full tilt. Let's change the world, man. Let's enjoy it and let's have fun in the meantime. And let's go on vacation and let's have our downtime. Let's keep that balance in there. And so I love this for the two of you. What else can I say? Yeah, Uranus ruled, and both signs, both Aquarius and you, are fixed. When you get your mind set on something, when you get your mind set on your relationship and how you want to perceive and continue forward, and maybe the next level of commitment and so forth, you both kind of want to be in that same beautiful bubble, if you will. And it's a really wonderful time. Long-term relationships I've seen with these two elements. So let's read the 3 major category messages that I always read for the highlighted. I finish it with the Rune, which is an amazing oracle and so incredibly right on sometimes and synchronistic to what the reading is, and I love that. And then I go on to read the 2 oracles for those that are new and aren't familiar with my format, so that Leo has these 2 oracles are for all Leos in every one of their signs, so that everybody gets a message. But the first category is always the overall energy bringing you to this reading. And I always encourage you to go back if you haven't and look at the beginning of the month. Just see where, you know, how the story is unfolding. Is it similar? Is it changing direction? Is it even more powerful and more positive? Because that's what my readings have been showing me. It's a wonderful, wonderful time of transition for all of us, you know, and allowing that is the most important thing. Yeah, it's a little scary at times, and it's like, we don't know. We never really know. We have ideas and we believe fully that things are going to happen. And a lot of times they do for that very reason, because we create that. But I also know that, you know, there's some wonderful part of this element of surprise that it's really encouraging right now. And I mean, things can happen really quickly too. And then you've got the season of Cancer. So it's heart, it's family, it's things we love and the people around us that we feel comfortable with. And spending time with that, you know, we lost a lot of that last year. It's coming back. We can get out more. I'm hearing people say, oh yeah, I'm going to be going to visit my cousins or something I haven't seen in a year and a half next week. I'm just like, I'm so happy for you, you know? It makes me really emotional and in a beautiful way. So the first overall energy for you, well, there you are, Leo. There's your highlighted connection and the energy that you're feeling very strongly and very connected with. And that is the Queen of Swords, of course. And this is Sharon Tate in, you know, what was it? Basic Instincts, the classic scene, the classic iconic scene. If you haven't seen it and you're way too young, you can always look it up, right? But this is perfect. This is perfect. I'm sure a lot of Leos, it doesn't matter the gender, you know, whatever, we're quite taken by that scene because it was one of a kind. It was one of the first. It was innovative. It was that spirit of, you know, I'm going to show the world, and I feel confident about it, you know, that Aquarius has. Independent kind of energy, risky kind of, you know, rebel, and then beautiful at the same time because it made a statement. It was a statement and it was necessary. The Queen being the more feminine modality in us because we have feminine and masculine. Now, swords in general, across the board, air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini are all very masculine because it's the mind and it's just associated with masculinity, thinking, thoughts, you know. What am I trying to say? When you strategize, your logic and all that, it's all about, you know, the masculine. And then, well, Sharon Stone is known to be one of the most feminine females ever because, for example, Libra as an air sign is ruled by Venus. So there's a lot of feminine energy going on there, and magic and love and money and prosperity and all the beautiful things. But a lot of it is about just straightforward communication. You know, the real deal, just honesty, truth and integrity, you know, justice, all the things that really are important, and having wonderful conversations, which I know for a fact most people I've ever read for, or the people I know in my life, and certainly in my circumstance, communication is key in relationships. So your love language is key, and we all have different ways to approach it, which is what astrology is about, helping us to understand that, you know, so we can work with it, because we can't always, or they say, can't really pick the people you love for some reason. She's like, why? But when you do, you do. And I know that in astrology it has a lot to do with past relationships and things coming back to teach us and so forth, but that's another video. Love this for you though. Strong, forceful energy that's about what you love to do, to speak and to be heard and to be more clarity. And what's really cool is that we've had, well, as of yesterday, we just finished Gemini season. That's all about our mind and thinking and communicating and educating ourselves and speaking and information and sharing and, you know, networking and connecting with people, because that's what Gemini is all about, and the duality of the mutable aspect of trying new things and being here, there, and everywhere, and fickle and kind of, you know, unpredictable. So that was happening. And then, of course, Gemini eclipse is still bringing in information that I think is going to be extremely positive and uplifting and changing for people in a brilliant, you know, opportunist type of way. So yeah, I love this, and I do want to say that it's very appropriate for your highlighted connection right now. And if you don't know of this Aquarius right now, Leo, it could be somebody from your past. I started to say, and I do this a lot, I forgive myself, we're almost finishing the retrograde in Gemini. and that's on the Tuesday. And then there's going to be a little bit of a shadow period. By the first week of July, really the clarity in all circumstances is going to be lifted. It's going to be so much better, because the Mercury retrograde stalls that. It makes us go in and start really questioning and redoing and revisiting things before we move forward again. It's there for our benefit. It's there to help us. It brings in people from our past. It brings in circumstances to rethink over, so we don't make the same mistakes. You know, we move forward in the positive way, and we let go of things that didn't work and don't bring them back. Break the cycle, basically. So yeah, there's a lot there, but it's all relative, and it's really wonderful. And so yeah, I don't know, you could still be finding out things that are happening from these eclipses for 6 months or more. The storyline continues to reveal itself, if you haven't already gotten a taste of what's new and improved and happening. The second category is always the possible blessings or obstacles. And there you have the star. Once again, the star is the card for Tarot, in Tarot, that represents Aquarius. So I can't really emphasize, as the messages are, how important to hold on to your dreams and your idealisms, which is what the fixed sign is about. Your opinions and idealistic way of looking at things, and never budging if you don't have to, because you believe in yourself enough. You're the leader of your life. You are the star of your play and stage, right? Life is one big stage to you, Leo. Judy Garland, you know, in A Star Is Born. I mean, pretty incredible. Both major arcanas, both representing the female, because a lot more of the female energy is going to be coming through, though, as I said, you know, Aquarius is definitely a masculine energy. It's the internal part, the parts of us that go intuitively into ourselves, to listen to ourselves, to be aware of our aspirations and our higher power that guides us and co-creates with life. And the thing is that, you know, we do have Jupiter, even though it's just going into retrograde, in the sign of Pisces. That's all about your incredible creativity. Pisces is one of the most creative signs in the zodiac, and they are incredibly artistic, and they are incredibly feeling and empathic and psychic, and they hold on to what they believe to be true, and they manifest it over and over again. They are the old soul. They know about life and death and reincarnation and the cycles of new life and the continuum of life, and putting out the love and compassion with relationships of all kinds is huge right now, and very complementary with, of course, Cancer season, because Pisces and Cancer are both water signs. So, you know, you may be very much in your mind a lot. Even you, Leo, you may very well have air in your chart, and certainly your relationship with this Aquarian, because there's a lot of predominance of that. But you're feeling really good about it, because, like I said, it's opening your mind, and it's keeping you from being too stuck. But also, it's definitely bringing out the feminine aspects along with the masculine, which I love, which is the duality, you know. And I didn't say it, I started to, but, you know, Saturn has been in Aquarius, also in retrograde. And the retrogrades happen with the outer planets every year for 4 to 5 months sometimes. So a lot of changes until it's slower moving until, oops, I'm going to do the last category. Like September, October, when it goes back again. And it really gives you a chance to utilize the energies and to do it in a progression that's building in a safe and, you know, more moderate way, and not going crazy and then being unstable and that sort of thing. I hope that makes sense. Final category is that of finances. And you have the 9 of Wands. Okay, so there you are in all your glory and all your fiery passion. There you are, working hard and studiously and just really putting everything into what you have, because that's what you do. Without that passion, you're nothing, you know, and the fire in you just keeps you stimulated and motivated, and sometimes overdoing it, to be honest. Well, you're in that almost to the 10, which is starting the new cycle, because that's where everybody is right now with these incredible energies and new cycles with the eclipses and things, and just ever-changing, beautiful, powerful, you know, planetary influences that we're having. in the betterment of things, you know, the awakenings, if you will. And so, yeah, you're around the corner from letting go of maybe too much energy. Yeah, there is such a thing. And just holding in there because you don't give up. And knowing, yeah, it's been a lot and you've overextended yourself as usual, but that you can actually get to a point where you can lessen that and still be productive. You can see it in a different way, and you can heal things with your body and your mind that make you seem to think that, oh, I gotta hustle or it's not gonna happen. Pisces will change that for you. Pisces will put that new perspective and let you know that you can work smarter, not harder, and it still is an incredibly fulfilling achievement that allows you to live your lifestyle, that allows you to bring in continuous, unlimited prosperity and wealth and money and energy. We all have that gift. Believe it and just watch it come through, you know? And just, yeah, my biggest love and appreciation for your earnest efforts and what all of us have been through and come through. It's just phenomenal. And so now we're being blessed, all of us, really. But you in particular, I love this, and it has positive influences for you. So then I'm going to finish with this rune on the second category of possible blessings or obstacles. The star. You know, you're the star. You create. You can make anything occur. Oh, I don't remember seeing this one now, but I kind of really like it. I don't know how to describe it, but I'll look at the back of my cheat sheet and I'll let you know. It's an open kind of a chain lock is what it looks like to me. I don't remember ever getting this. I'm still learning, and I'm going to learn slowly, but hopefully for the rest of my life on this planet, because I love the runes, and I've been looking and watching other beautiful professionals who speak of them for a lot of years. So that particular rune, its name is, where is that? Ah, it's a different direction. It's actually to the side, and the name of it is Jura, Jera, and it's number 12. Number 12 becomes 1 + 2, and that's a 3 in numerology. So it's about progression, growth, you know, leveling up, as I said, and cooperation, not just with you, but with others, and asking for help, communicating your needs, okay? Not being so proud, Leo, that you can't ask, because you just can't do some things, you know? I know I can't, and I know that there are people that want to help, just like you do when you help other people. So just be very clear on what it is you want, and, you know, don't be surprised if everybody just kind of comes in and you're like, wow, that was easy. I appreciate that, and I know you do, and they love you, so that's why they're doing it. So let's go in and see what the other messages are. So Jura, yeah, opened right up to it. Okay, so I did this before. I don't really want to use these. I see them over here and I pick them up. Those are from a year ago, kind of cheaters. Now we've got the ones that I really need. The time frame, oh, first of all, and this is beautiful, the word associated with Jura is harvest. Your harvest is coming in, you know? I mean, you planted those seeds, even in the worst of conditions. You never stopped believing. You always knew and had your eye on the prize, okay? And you're a thinker as well, even though you're a fire sign. You're logical in a lot of ways. You know, you put a lot of effort and study, and you do your due diligence, and here you go. Here now you're reaping the rewards. And the words and the time is December 14th through December 28th. So that's really between Sagittarius, which is your fellow fire sign, excuse me, which was the full lunar eclipse, you know, in Sagittarius energy, which can last, as I said, 6 months or longer. So something started from May 26th through the end of the year when Sagittarius time is again, is really big. It's gonna just blow up if that's what you choose, okay? Just prepare yourself. Don't overdo it, but know that from all the hard work, you will be able to calm it down a little bit and delegate that interest. And then, you know, the money will be still there and growing, but you won't have to feel physically affected by that, because that's essential that you take care of yourself, right? Nothing matters if you're not feeling well. So yeah, that's excellent. And the words associated are result, yield like a harvest, benefit, a marriage arranged for mutual interest. I like that a lot. Now, this may be a conversation that you have, and I don't know what the arrangement is, but it's going to be good. And it's both of you have agreed to it, you've thought about it, you've strategized, you've looked at all angles, and you decided, yeah, this is our truth. This is what we're going to do. And you've had great conversations, and then now you are proceeding forward. So it'll be interesting to see if you want to share that. I would love you to share that. If there's a resonance right away, or you know exactly what I'm talking about, it'll be a certain percentage. Not everybody resonates with the readings, but hopefully you'll get some little twinge that Spirit wants to bring through to you today. Okay, healing, recovery, completion of a cycle. Absolutely. This has come through over and over again. In order for something new, you do close doors, but that's beautiful. I mean, it's so wonderful when you sit back and watch how the journey is, happening. And you think, wow, how interesting, because I didn't look for that, and there it came to me, and then I put in this effort, and it's a magical, magical thing, this life of ours, if we want to look at it that way, even through the challenges. So I love that for you. I think it's beautiful. I can't feel much more encouragement for you, because that's all these emphasis and the major arcana, very important messages that you need to know. And Aquarian energy, very, very strong. Very strong for you. So in some capacity, or that energy and that kind of thought process could be very much of what you're connecting with right now. So I go on now to the Oracle, which is really just about love and inspiration and wisdom that can be, shared with you at this time. And this is the wonderful wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And so I pick it up, and Spirit just wants you to know an additional message along with the others that'll get you going for the remainder of the month. There's so much wonderful feelings right now. Yeah, I hope you can enjoy even the simplest of things, like just being out in nature especially. Oh, wow. So this is absolutely beautiful. What I love right off the bat is, well, it's the word imagine. So, I mean, the sky is the limit, right? And you've got that deep, deep, beautiful blue. And that's our third eye, and seeing and envisioning and imagining, and, well, like that famous song by John Lennon, Imagine. That'll never die. That's just something that really put a seed, I think, in most of the world's mind to how, yeah, we could really have that mindset. We could really live that life if we choose. But also it reminds me of the beautiful Cancerian, watery kind of emotional, beautiful feelings that we can have, the compassion we can bring forth, that might have been hidden in us a bit because we're so frustrated, but just opening our hearts to our relationships, our friends, our family, and all connections. And it is number 20. And that is a 2, and that's partnership. And that's, I live alone. I'm totally capable of living my life independently, but I love relationships. It just makes it that much better. So that's what it's imagining, that you can imagine. I don't know many Leos that are single, to be honest, but of course you're out there. But I feel like a lot of you are ready to not be, or you're going to take your loving relationship to another level, because communication is opening up, and that's essential for you. And it feels really beautiful to you. So I'm going to read to you what it says for imagine. And number 20. Almost. I was on 23. Turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, that third eye, and imagining with your eyes shut as well as open. The power of aligning imagination, imaginary and feelings, creativity, illusions. This is so much the power of Jupiter in Pisces. Also, Neptune, the sea of the god of the underworld, the sea, the things we can't see, the imagination, the deception, the illusions, the magic, the imagination, the creativity. It's huge. The message is, who do you want to be? What do you need to believe in order to have the life that you want? You were gifted with the power to imagine. If you can imagine and dream it, you can create it. This is the time when your imagination is key to manifesting the life you desire. Spend time daydreaming, fashioning a vision board to help you see your goals, or meditating. Allow the power of your creativity to deliver images of what feed your soul. Forgive me. Then allow your feelings to mingle with your inspirations and imagine these things being real right now. Then repeat. What you imagine will become your belief, and soon you will see these things come to pass in the outer world, as if by magic, because we all are magicians in a way, you know, we all have the gift of imagining and manifesting, so they go hand in hand, which brings me to my last oracle, which is the beautiful Super Attractor Manifestation Oracle, imagining and manifesting the life that we want, you know, the life we choose, the life we see and feel and envision so strongly, you know, that we can touch it. And at one point we do, you know, and it may have a little bit of changes with it if you're working with spirit, which I would hope you are, because we always are by default, whether we know it or not. Sometimes things just come out better, but it's always good to know and have an idea, right, to base that on, to bring those good feelings out towards. So your last message for today, beautiful Leos, and all of your wonderful living connections, is when I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know when or how it will happen. And that's so incredibly crucial and important. It's that part that, you know, we kind of go, okay, but I think in a lot of ways, we may not know exactly when or how, but we know with our star spirit and our imagination that it will in fact happen. And we don't always need to know. We just know, you know. That's the power of imagination. That is your power. That is your God-given right, and that is your magical, fired up energy of the sun and creativity, imagination, all of the things put together. So this is beautiful. I hope you feel it now, but, you know, give it some time, because spirit world is very, you know, it's not linear. It's just, it's ever changing, but it's also just being patient and allowing it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy Father's Day. Like I said, if you're a father, or you know one, or you have one, and you, all the above, and just embrace your love and all the beautiful possibilities for yourselves. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye for now.